Hi everybody. I just want to do a quick video. I pulled some cards today. I just thought they were really interesting. Actually, I say pulled all the time. I don't actually pull them. I wait for them to jump. That's how I like to do cards. I feel that I get more meaningful readings that way. I feel like it's real communication with the divine when the cards jump out themselves. That's just how I feel. Anyways, sometimes I'll be watching, something on the news or, something on TV, whatever it might be, something on YouTube, and I'll be very interested in a story that's happening, and I'll be like, I gotta grab my cards, grab my deck. I just want to ask the divine something about this. Today I happened on YouTube to come across the Oprah show where she was hosting the descendants of Thomas Jefferson, the white descendants and the descendants of Thomas Jefferson who are through his children with Sally Hemings, the slave that he apparently had quite a few children with. And it was talking about how although they had an oral tradition that they understood that they were descendants of Thomas Jefferson and Sally Hemings, that apparently there's a society for the descendants of Thomas Jefferson called the Monticello Society. They have a little graveyard on, I believe, the Monticello estate where he lived, and they only allow the white descendants to be buried there, and they only allow the white descendants apparently to have membership in their society. So this storyline today was about this and how they're fighting it, and apparently how now they have the DNA test to prove that they are descendants, because before the oral history wasn't deemed good enough for the black descendants, even though it was deemed good enough for the white ones. So anyways, listening to all this just made me say, okay, I want to know what Thomas Jefferson would have to say about this now. So I never really asked for contact with spirits themselves. It's not something that I personally do. I always appeal to the divine. So if I'm asking about someone who's passed on, I'll ask through the divine to basically, tell me what would this person, if they were here now, what would they have to say? What would they feel about this? What would their response be? Okay. So I was asking the divine, I'm watching this story and about how his descendants that are mixed, how they've been basically rejected through the years and excluded, and now they have DNA results to show that they are indeed his descendants. And I asked, God, what would Thomas Jefferson, if he could speak right now, what would he have to say about this? And I want to show you what I got. So first I was using a new oracle deck I have, and these two cards, the first one flipped out, the one that says fertility, and I kind of smiled because I found this lately. I've been doing a lot of ancestry reads, and fertility cards and fertility runes come out whenever I'm asking about my ancestry. So right away that said to me, he's acknowledging them, that this is his progeny. But look at this. This was on the bottom of the deck when I turned it over, and to me, it made me feel, even when I started the reading, I felt emotional, which to me was a good sign, because I felt like, there was communication there, because I felt emotional about it already right from the beginning. And when I saw this on the bottom, and it says finding, and it's a black lady, I really felt like, this is beautiful, because it's showing how they are finding finally some proof of their ancestry, some proof to say that they are indeed what they've always known they were, and what they've always said they were, descendants of Thomas Jefferson and Sally Hemings, but people never took them at their word, right? So now they have proof, and they're finding, and it's sad that it has to happen that way, but they are finding more validation now because of these tests. But I think it's just like, that validation, the fact that no one can say, oh no, that's not the truth, you're lying, you've got the story wrong. People can't say that if you've got DNA results. So I think it's a significant thing for them. I just really like this card on the bottom. to me, it was just really showing that this is like a really good feeling, probably for a lot of people who felt like they could be so easily excluded and overlooked. And then I pulled out, afterwards, I pulled out one of my tarot decks, and I asked the same question to back up what I saw in the oracles. And I thought this was interesting. I got the Ten of Cups, which anybody who knows tarot knows that is like the happy family card. It's definitely about family. And I thought what was interesting in this picture is that you have a man standing off to the side with a child, and then a woman with a child walking down the path as if to join them. And to me, it kind of made me think about, in the show, it had, you know, some of the white descendants of Thomas Jefferson there who were supporting the descendants that were from the Sally Hemings line and wanted them to be included in the Monticello Society. It was like a coming together and meeting each other, and I really felt like, you know, this is what the story is about. And I like this card, and the rainbow off in the on the horizon. I really felt, you know, it's about a card about joy and happiness and family ties. And I really felt that obviously, I mean, we're seeing that, in my opinion, he's acknowledging them, definitely, and saying that he feels great joy about this, right? And the other card that flipped out, too, at the same time was the Ace of Wands. Now, get this. I didn't realize it till afterwards, but if you look at where they were placed, I had the Fertility and the Finding card up above. And then when I pulled out the tarot ones, I put them down there, and then I realized, oh, look at that. The Ace of Wands is right under the Fertility card, which the Ace of Wands, it's kind of a little bit of a joke, but oftentimes you'll hear tarot readers say that it's kind of like the male member. So kind of like male fertility, because sometimes they'll see this card and they'll say, you might just want to be careful if you're having a sexual relationship with anyone right now, because you might get them pregnant. So, I mean, come on, how funny is that? It's right underneath the fertility card. It's right next to the family card. Yeah, he definitely, in my opinion, acknowledges these descendants, and he's happy about it. He's happy about it. That's what I feel. Anyways, I just wanted to share that because it's so great when you get such, you know, very clear answers about something, and I just thought it would be fun to share. Anyways, have a great day, everybody. I hope it was of interest to someone.